Hey everyone, welcome to a new month. I cannot believe that it is May already. Before I dive into brand new content for you, and I have got some doozies coming up, I do want to take a quick look back at April and share what my favorite products were of all the things that I have shared and used. I'm going to give you my top 5 favorites in beauty, clothing, accessories, and lifestyle type home products. We're gonna jump off with beauty. And since we're talking about beauty and appearance, I do wanna thank all of you who have sent support and encouragement and just been good friends about my first full month with the Invisalign trays in. For those of you who have no idea what I'm talking about, for purely non-cosmetic reasons, just to save my front 8 teeth so they don't grind down into little nubs, I have had to do either braces or Invisalign, and I went with Invisalign. The trays are in right now. And it does cause me to lisp and say some words, you can hear it with the S's, a little bit differently. Also, I feel like my Weimaraner, whose top lip is always getting caught on his teeth, so it's made my smile a little bit crooked. It's fine. It's all fine because it's all about healthy teeth and a healthy life going forward. And I'm very, very lucky that I'm able to correct this. But I just want to say thank you to so many of you who've been super positive and encouraging and given me some really good feedback and tips too on how to maneuver through the Invisalign process. So I'm just a month into it. I don't have a lot to offer to you, but when I wrap things up, maybe we'll do a recap. But today we're recapping monthly favorites. So let's start with actual beauty products. I'm going to start with something to finish off my makeup look today. So this is the YSL Candy Glaze, basically lip gloss balm. It's essentially a very long name for solid lip gloss. And at first I thought this was absolutely ridiculous, I'll be honest, and held off using this, saw so many other influencers raving about it. And then I thought this may have a place. So I ordered it and I'm gonna pop it on. Right now I'm just wearing a CoverGirl lip liner in the shade Elegant Nude. And if you're ever curious about what you see here on the screen while I'm talking to you, it's always listed at the very bottom of the description box after everything else I've talked about. So it's all listed and linked there. But anyway, what I've been doing is wearing a lip balm or a lip stick or a lip liner and then popping this solid gloss on top. Now, it does come in actual more tinted options, but this one is pretty much clear. They say it has a tint of pink. I don't see any pink, but it adds shine and it's solid. And why I think this is genius is if you're traveling, specifically flying, and you really need to limit your liquids, this is a solid. Is it a little expensive for a solid lip gloss? Yes, it is. Is it still fun to pull out of my purse? Also, yes, it is. This month has been all about this particular eyeshadow palette. It is my most worn. I actually did a full tutorial using this palette on my Instagram feed. It's a full-length video, and I will link that down below in the description box. Everything there is also pinned to the top of the comments. Ilia has 2 eyeshadow palettes. Well, it's essentially one. It's called the Necessary palette, and they have 2 shade options, warm nude or cool nude. I have them both, but I really love the warm nudes. And today I'm wearing it in a completely different way than I showed you in the tutorial. I just basically went from the darkest shade here at the very bottom of my lid and then sort of did the ombre effect, did the next darkest shade up, and then blended it all out with the last or lightest of the matte shades, and then just a tiniest little bit of shimmer right here in the inner corner. Super easy. Very wearable. Same concept would apply to the cool nude option. I just prefer the warm shades myself. But it's a nice little compact palette. You can get dramatic looks, you can get everyday looks, and travel's on my brain. I guess summer travel season is coming soon. So been loving this, my go-to for the entire month of April. While I may not look particularly sun-kissed to you, this, in fact, is a step up from my natural skin tone. And lately, just because it's easier to maintain, I've only been doing fake tan from below my neck down, because with all the active ingredients I use in my skincare and cell turnover, this all gets patchy really quickly and it's so hard to match all the things. So I just decided just do it from below the neck down and we can fake it up here. So one of the products I have found that is so helpful in faking, not faking a suntan, but adding an extra layer of warmth to my skin so it's easier to match all the things up, is this new sunscreen. I think it's new to me, I should say. And it's their Dream Beam SPF 40. It is silicone free. It is a mineral sunscreen. It comes in 2 shades. So Dream Beam was the original one, and it's essentially an untinted one. There's a slight warm peachy pink tint to it, which is supposed to balance out sort of that white cast that you may get from sunscreens. I don't get it because I'm already you know, pretty white. You can't get much lighter than that. But they also have a sunlit version, which is what I am using here. It's under my makeup today. And what I love about it is it does add a little bit of warmth, a little extra color to my face, but it's very sheer. So my skin shows through, it looks very natural, and it helps match all the things. I would not say it gives you coverage. It's not gonna replace a foundation, but if for some reason your face and or neck is a different color than your chest and torso, this is a genius. And if you happen to be blessed with a darker complexion than me, which is probably most of you watching, you're going to love the tinted version, and it plays really well under makeup. Sticking with the theme of fake tanning and changing up your skin color, this I have to give a shout out to Mommy's Makeup and Moscato, specifically Kelly, who's been after me for probably over a year to give this a try. This is the Vita Liberata Body Blur. It is body makeup. This is not a sunless tanner. This is basically like foundation for your body. You put it on where you want it. I've been putting it on sometimes from the neck, anything that you can see skin-wise, especially, not today, the backs of my hands, because that fades pretty quickly with all the hand washing. So just buff a little bit on the back. Just use a bigger, cheap throwaway face brush, body makeup brush. You can find them at Walmart, drugstores, that kind of thing. They have them on Amazon. I'm talking $3, $4. Don't spend any more than that. I've done it all over on my legs. I think my last Walmart try-on video, that was not fake tan. It was this body blur makeup. Once you let it set, you know, give it like 10 minutes before you put on your clothes, it does not come off. It does not rub off on my clothes. It is amazing. I have it in the shade light. There are other shades if you want to go a little darker than that. And one of you reached out to me and gave me some really great advice. For those of you that are dealing with age spots and sunspots and have worked on lightening them, fake tanning may pull those back up. So fake tanning, sunless tanning may not be for you, but this is the answer, because this will not change your skin at all. It just adds basically a layer of paint on your exposed skin. And then the last of my beauty favorites, it's my most recent beauty purchase. It's the Tartelette XL tubing mascara. I have raved about the original formula, which was just the Tartelette mascara for I think a year, is about as long. I think it's been out, maybe longer. And that's been my go-to every day. And I just switched it up to this new one, the Tartelette XL. So it's just a little bit more dramatic, and I can attest it's just that much better. It gives you all the benefits of a tubing mascara, which means until it gets hit with warm water, there's no smudging, there's no flaking, it holds up under humidity, crying, all the things. I absolutely love this. Tubing mascara is the way to go. I will say in general, tubing mascara is not gonna give you as dramatic lashes as the more normal formulas do. So if you wanna leave this just for your lower lashes, that's a great idea. What I like to do for going out and special occasions is I will do my regular dramatic mascara on my lashes and then finish with a coat of tubing mascara to seal it all in. Let's talk about clothing favorites. Number one has to be the soft striped cardigan that I have talked about in multiple videos, so I don't want to bore you, but if you need a great layering piece or it's still cool where you are, this is the most luscious, luxurious, softest, smoothing feeling fabric. It only comes in stripes options, different color body styles, different color stripes, but just stripes. I have it in the size small, and it's a great price point. Runs true to size. You can wear it buttoned and wear it as a top as well if you don't want to wear it open or draped over your shoulder. So very versatile piece, great for layering. Had to make it to my top 5 favorites of the month. Sticking with cardigans, I have to also share this cropped cardigan that is let's call it inspired by the Spanx AirEssentials line. And if you're wondering why influencers or content creators kind of dance around certain words, there are words that if we use, we can get sued, our videos can get taken down. It's a word that starts with D and rhymes with loop. We're not supposed to use those words according to Amazon, according to YouTube, all the big platforms. So that's why we've come up with these euphemisms for that word. Look-alike, inspired, just a little behind the scenes there. So anyway, this cropped cardigan, very much inspired by the Spanx AirEssential cardigan that Spanx themselves discontinued. I have been wearing this not outside the house, but it's basically like an indoor bed jacket, little robe almost over my pajamas in the morning or in the evening when I'm just kind of lounging around the house. Unfortunately, we all loved it so much, it is sold out in all the shades and all the sizes except for sky blue. But the good news is the same exact brand has the full-length oversized option in way more color options and way more sizes. So I will link to the sky blue one. If that's the color that speaks to you, you are in luck. If you would like some more neutral options, I will list the full-length one as well. Just FYI, it is oversized, so do not size up. In fact, I would recommend, if you're able to, size down one. I did not get dressed up a lot in the month of April. It was a very casual month, but the couple of times I did, this was my favorite. This satin cargo jumpsuit from the Scoop line at Walmart. And can we give a shout out to Walmart for keeping a lot of their inventory still around? I am in shock. I bought this almost a month ago and it's still fully in stock, all the sizes, all the colors. I got it in the hot pink. Some call this a raspberry pink. It also comes in black, white, olive green, and navy. Beautiful. If you want to be a little bit dressed up, but you don't want to wear a dress, I think this is a fantastic option. You can dress it up even more by swapping out the belt with maybe a metallic belt of your own. You can change up the shoes, add a lot of jewelry. You can have a lot of fun with this. You could throw a blazer over it. There's just a lot of options, but it was really comfortable. I wore this outfit to go to dinner when we went up to the Dallas area to have a little long weekend vacation with my brother-in-law and sister-in-law and my husband. And I wore this to go to the really nice steak restaurant that they had at the Omni Frisco PGA Resort. Ate my weight in meat and desserts and still felt very comfortable and still put together. But like I said, April was pretty casual, and this outfit, actually you're only seeing the shirt, but there's the whole outfit. This outfit got worn multiple times, and to be fair, I do have this waffle knit Henley set in, I believe, 4 colors now. This is the first time I've seen it in stripes, so I snatched it up. It's a little lighter colored for the spring months, but if you need just a comfortable something to pull on, if you're especially working from home, I love this. I think it's a great travel outfit. Obviously, I traveled in it, and I really like especially that the top in and of itself can easily be worn with other pants, and it doesn't look like it's missing half of a set. It's just a nice kind of waffle knit Henley type style shirt that you can wear with pants. But if I had to pick one outfit that summed up the month and my absolute favorite of my clothing choices, it's another AirEssentials inspired set. And this one is inspired by a couple of different lines, honestly, from Spanx, but this is not from Spanx. If this had arrived before I had done my traveling last month, I would have worn it then. So the top and the bottom material is what is like the AirEssentials line. The top, however, is really more inspired by their Perfect line because it has the same exact seaming as the Perfect pullover top does from Spanx, and the closure at the back. I believe, I can't remember if it's a zipper or an elastic loop button, but either way, it's very easy to put on and off by yourself. You do not need assistance. The improvement on this over the original version is, of course, the price. It's quite a bit less. It's sold as a set where you have to buy the individual pieces from the original line, and the pants have pockets, which the original does not. And especially if you're wearing this to travel, it's just nice to have pockets. I find pockets are nice personally for me because it's somewhere to put my hands when I'm awkwardly posing for you guys when I take outfit pics. But even in social situations when you don't know what to do with your, you can just hook your hand in one of the pockets. It's just a little extra security blanket for me anyway. And this also comes in a lot more color options than the original brand does. So while my heart is always with Spanx AirEssentials, and I wore a lot of that this month as well, this outfit has to be at the top, and that is why it's in my monthly favorites. Let's move on to accessories. I have 2 bags to share with you, 2 very different price points. Let's start off with this one. This is the GiGi New York Lily Crossbody bag. I shared this with you recently. I am especially excited about this size. I am researching designing a second bag for GiGi New York, and this was the size that I had in mind. So since they already have a bag that's very similar in size, I'm giving this a shot to see if it'll fit everything that I need for my day-to-day. I love that it has an exterior pocket. The inside is quite roomy and lined in a nice light fabric so you can actually see inside, and it has an inside slip pocket. So I love it. It is 100% made in the United States, hand woven. The leather is sourced from Italy from the same distributor that does another high-end luxury handbag brand that, let's say, rhymes with Squirmies or Squirmez. So not as expensive as, say, a Birkin, but similar materials. It is pricey. Luckily, I do have a 20% off code that's good site-wide. It's just my name, Marnie 20. So you can get this for 20% off, or any other bag that you like on their website. So I want to share this one. This has definitely become a go-to favorite. But if you want something that's bigger, or at least if I wanted something that's bigger, because we're talking about my favorites, not yours, this bag. This is the woven bag that I shared a ton in my most recent video because I carried it a lot. I love the 2 handles. I love the magnetic closure. It does come with a pouch that I'm not using with it. I am using this insert. Got a lot of questions about size. Based on my last order, it says I ordered this felt insert in the medium size. This also fits in my Neverfull, what is that size? MM, I believe. So getting a lot of use out of that. I've also used this as a pool bag, and it does come in a lot of other colors, and I will pop those colors up on the screen. I love the silver or the gold option, but there are a lot of great neutrals and even some patterns as well. Number 3 in accessory favorites is this bucket hat. I initially bought this for gardening outside to protect my face from the sun, or when I go sit by my pool, which will eventually happen. I'm waiting on some new cushions for the lounge chairs. I have to tell you, my gardening era is not going well. I've killed all my marigolds. We'll talk about that another time. But I love this hat. It does have a drawstring inside, so you can make it tighter so it will not blow away if you are outside during a windy day. I have a shoe favorite. I tend to fixate on one pair of shoes and just keep wearing them over and over. And this month, it's been these. I love these. They're just so fun. They only come in silver. They definitely have a pointed toe. They do have memory foam insole and a little arch support here too, which is nice. The toe box itself is pretty roomy. I have a slightly wider foot, so your toes don't go into this very pointy part, but it's been really fun, and it's a nice way to segue from fully closed shoes to like an open toe sandal option as we get into the warmer months. I've gotten a handful of DMs, maybe 3 or 4, asking me what I would wear this with, like what colors does it go with? And silver and gold, I consider neutrals, so this goes with quite a few things. I don't think it goes great with this in particular, but I've been pairing it mostly with jeans and then just a fun top of any color. And then the last accessory favorite, I'm gonna pop in pictures, specifically the birthstone necklaces from Kendra Scott's Demi-Fine line. I love the 2 birthstone necklaces that I have from Dean Davidson. They are $195 each. And with my 15% off discount, they're still not as inexpensive as the Kendra Scott option. And the Kendra Scott is 18 karat gold vermeil, I think that's how you say the word. And they're all authentic gemstones. The Dean Davidson ones are 22 karat plated gold, some authentic gemstones, some man-made ones. So I just want to give you options. I'll link all of them, but the Kendra Scott one, specifically the pearl one, has my heart. I am not wearing it because the clasp currently, it's so hard to get on and off by myself. I took it off to tan. My husband is not home right now to help me put it on. And I've ordered some stuff from Amazon to make those clasps easier. So stay tuned later in the month for my most recent Amazon haul. I will share those if they work out. Let's close things out with lifestyle and home favorites. This is where I used to recommend books to read. If you want those book recommendations, I share a weekly book recommendation in my newsletter. Every Friday morning, it's free. I don't want to bombard you or spam you with a ton of stuff. So if you're interested in signing up for that newsletter, I include a lot of other things as well. I'll put the link up there and down in the description box under lifestyle if you want to sign up. But let's talk about the actual objects. Number 1 is something I found from my friend Sarah Jane on Chic on the Cheap. She has a new kitten and she recommended this cat bed window ledge. It attaches to any glass or window with suction cups. And I immediately ordered one for my son Shane's cat, Nix. And Nix loves it. She rarely gets off of it. She just adores it. I had not even remotely imagined a cat would love this thing as much as she does. So whether you are a cat owner or a cat grandparent and want to spoil said cat, give this thing a try. It is amazing. I wish they made something that dogs loved as much as this cat seems to love this window ledge. Number 2, totally different topic. Down duvet insert. I need a fluffy down comforter to sleep under every night. I just love to burrow under the covers and feel that fluffiness and weight on me, but it's starting to get hot. And my current one was killing me. And my husband will sleep on top of the covers. Like, he's so sweet that he knows my need to burrow under the covers. So he'll just sleep on top of the covers with nothing on him so that I can have my fluffy down duvet insert. I found one on Amazon that is recommended for hot sleepers and warm climates. I immediately ordered it and I'm happy to report that not only is it as fluffy and delightful as I had hoped, it doesn't heat me up, and my husband is sleeping under the covers with me for the first time in years, seriously. So if you're one of those hot sleepers like me, but you still want that beautiful, big, fluffy down comforter, you need to give this a try. I will link my entire bedding set, all the throw pillows and all the things, down in the description box under this link. I do recommend ordering one size up. So if you have a queen size bed, order the king. If you have a king size bed like I do, I ordered the oversized king, and it still fits in my regular king size duvet. It's just a little bit fluffier, which is what we are looking for. So like I mentioned at the beginning of this video, I've started my Invisalign journey, and many of you reached out and said I need to pick up an ultrasonic cleaner to clean these guys. And wow, has that made a huge difference. I have been using this one every single day for I think 3, almost 4 weeks now. And so far, so good. You just fill it up with water, throw an Effordent tablet in there, pop these suckers in while I'm having my morning coffee. It also happens to have these 2 holes that have rubber seals in them, and you can poke your toothbrushes through there so you can sterilize your toothbrushes every day if you feel like it. You don't need to use the Effordent. You can just, it's LED and ultrasonic, I don't know, it does things. You can also use it as a jewelry cleaner. I washed it very thoroughly in between. I didn't even add anything. I just used water, popped them in, and my rings were sparkling. So thank you to so many of you who recommended this. This has been fantastic. I forgot to bring them out with me, so I'll pop in a picture of number 4, my Apple AirPod Max over the head, over the ear headphones. Love them. I bought them because we have a lot of construction noise going on behind my house, and we've had a recent construction project done on our back patio. We had our back porch retiled with porcelain tile that looks like brick. Anyway, very loud and right outside my office, so that has been very handy to pop these on if you're looking for a really nice graduation gift, or even a Mother's Day gift or a Father's Day gift. I know this is on the pricier side, but these have been fantastic. And then my last lifestyle recommendation, I'm laughing because it's so very different from everything else I've just recommended. Very budget friendly. It's a cleaning product. I like washing my floors with Fabuloso. Fabuloso is, at least where I live, very easy to find. It's very similar to Pine Sol, I guess, except it doesn't smell like Pine Sol. It usually smells like a lavender scent. The purple scent is very easy to find. There's a couple other scents, but the one I really, really love and is really hard to find is the lemon scent. And normally I can find it at the dollar stores, but they're in like little bottles. And so of course I went to Amazon, and there it was, big, I don't know, gallon jugs or something. So if you're like me and you love Fabuloso to wash your floors, do general cleaning around your house, and you want that lemon scent, found it on Amazon. I ordered 2 big jugs of it, and I will put that link in there for you as well. So those are my favorites from the month of April. Let me know what your favorites were. Were any of them products that I recommended? I would love to hear. Thanks again for hanging out with me today. I hope that you had fun, and I'll see you in the next video.